Chapter 1 Discovery. Playa Escondida, 30 miles north of Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. June 2019. It had been 7 months since the Carvers settled here. It was a luxury resort crowded with American tourists. But if you followed the coastline to its northernmost tip, you'd find a remote beach untouched by human feet. Rocky and with rough waves, it was dangerous for swimming. That made it perfect. Dr. Richard Carver owned a villa there alone. He'd bought it in cash, using an alias. Mexican authorities didn't ask questions. The bribes were sufficient. His villa was a 2-story white building. From the outside, it looked like an ordinary vacation home, but beneath it lay a fully equipped biotechnology laboratory. Microscopes, centrifuges, genetic analysis equipment, and specially constructed tanks. Everything had been procured through the black market. The villa faced the beach directly. White sand stretched out like a backyard, and the nearest neighbor was over a mile away. Perfect isolation. That was what Carver wanted. One early morning, Carver strolled along the sand in front of his house, coffee in hand. A warm June breeze blew. The sound of waves came in rhythmically, and seagulls circled the sky. His mind was troubled. For the past 7 months, he had continued his experiments with small fish and crabs, but the results were disappointing. They were too simple organisms. What he needed was a more complex, more evolved subject. Then he spotted something moving in the sand. What is it? He crouched down. Newly hatched sea turtle hatchlings were instinctively crawling toward the sea. Tiny, fragile creatures. Bodies less than 5 centimeters long. Soft shells. Weak flippers. Carver's eyes lit up. Olive Ridley, no. Is it a loggerhead? He carefully picked one up. The hatchling flapped its flippers in the air, instinctively seeking the sea. Perfect, Carver whispered. His hand trembled. It was excitement. Sea turtle. Reptile. Vertebrates. Complex nervous systems. Slow growth rates. And above all, docile herbivores. If I could accelerate their growth rate and maximize their aggression. He scanned his surroundings. Over 20 hatchlings were crossing the sandy beach, moving toward the water. A smile spread across his lips. A cold, calculating smile. Perfect test subjects. He felt no remorse, no guilt. Only one thing occupied Carver's mind. Opportunity. He hurried home, fetched a plastic bucket, filled it halfway with seawater, and began placing the hatchlings inside one by one. The little turtles flapped their tiny flippers. They had no idea what fate awaited them. Whether the enormous being they encountered for the first time in their lives would save them or lead them to ruin. 1, 2, 3, 23. Carver carried the bucket holding 23 baby turtles back to the villa. His steps were light, like a child who'd received a Christmas present. Finally, I can begin the real experiment. I'll show those idiots at Harvard. I was right. The stairs leading down to the underground laboratory. His shadow fell coldly upon the wall. The lives meant for the sea were instead transferred onto cold laboratory tables. The wheel of fate began to turn.